When the pistol feels heavier than your confidence. Fixing balance mismatch between gun and grip strength. By Satinder Singh. Have you ever picked up your pistol and felt that it just did not sit right in your hand? You go through the motions, stance, sight, trigger, but something feels off. The muzzle dips after every shot, your hand trembles slightly toward the end of a 60-shot match, and your focus drifts from the target to the weight you are fighting. Every shooter, beginner or national level, has faced this silent opponent at some stage. A pistol not balanced for their hand strength. It is not a dramatic failure, but a quiet imbalance that slowly steals your stability, confidence, and points. To truly understand and solve it, you must measure and test your own hand capability first. A simple 2-minute quick test can reveal your mismatch. Use a hand dynamometer and note your grip strength in kilograms. Hold your unloaded pistol in full extension for 20 seconds. Note any shaking or premature fatigue. Perform 5 dry fire holds and observe if the sights drift or muzzle dips. If 2 out of these 3 feel weak or unstable, your pistol hand balance is not ideal yet. Type of problem. This issue is a mix of equipment-related, physique-based, and psychological challenges. A pistol that is too heavy for your current hand and forearm strength, or poorly balanced front to back, forces the shooter to compensate physically. Over time, the small tremors or extra muscle tension disturb trigger control and aiming precision. Why it happens? Choosing a pistol based on brand or reputation, not on individual hand dynamics. Grip not customized for palm size or finger length, leading to poor leverage. Front-heavy pistols creating torque on the wrist, especially for beginners. Inconsistent wrist conditioning or neglect of shooting-specific strength training. Over time, mental fatigue adds to physical strain, compounding the problem. Effects on performance. Technical impact. Group shifts. The muzzle dip or lateral drift leads to 7s and 8s even when the sight alignment seems fine. Loss of timing. Longer hold time before the shot release due to hesitation or fatigue. Reduced stability. Muzzle movement increases by 15 to 20% on scat traces when the pistol's balance does not suit the shooter's grip strength. Score impact. Typically a loss of 8 to 12 points in a 60-shot match for intermediate shooters due to tremors, delayed triggering, and inconsistent recovery. A shooter's hold time can also increase by 1 to 2 seconds when the pistol is front-heavy, which pushes them outside their natural sight rhythm window. Psychological impact. The mind notices before the score does. Shooters start anticipating tremor, building subconscious fear of holding longer. Overthinking trigger timing replaces trust in rhythm. The internal dialogue shifts from focus on the process to just keep it steady somehow. Over time, self-doubt and frustration become part of the routine, especially when other shooters seem effortless. Chronic imbalance leads to burnout, hesitation to compete, and even loss of joy in shooting. In addition, when fatigue sets in early due to a mismatch between strength and pistol balance, the brain associates discomfort with failure, reinforcing a negative feedback loop that weakens confidence. Identification of the problem. Observable signs. Hand or wrist pain after 20 to 30 shots. Grip pressure fluctuates, either too tight or too loose. Slow front sight settling or muzzle drop right before firing. Scat trace shows excessive vertical oscillation or drifting lines at the end of hold. Group patterns low and scattered even when trigger release feels clean. Objective grip strength ranges. Beginner, 20 to 28 kg. Intermediate, 28 to 36 kg. Elite, above 36 kg. Red flags and injury signs, sharp pain, tingling, or swelling after a session indicate overloading. In such cases, rest, apply ice, and consult a physiotherapist before resuming. Neglecting this can lead to chronic wrist or forearm tendinitis. Safety reminder. Always ensure the pistol is unloaded during these diagnostic holds or tests and keep it pointed in a safe direction when making adjustments. How to distinguish it. This is not purely a trigger issue or sighting problem. The imbalance shows up consistently even during dry fire. That is your biggest clue. Remedies and corrections. Physical fixes. Strengthen grip and wrist stabilizers using hand grippers, therabands, and dumbbell wrist curls. Adjust stance width for better body counterbalance. Check grip angle and palm shelf. Ensure even contact throughout the palm. Reduce unnecessary pistol weight with lighter front sights or barrel shrouds. Inspect grip geometry. The palm shelf should cradle the base of your hand without pushing the muzzle upward, and trigger reach should allow the pad of your index finger to rest flat on the trigger. Use grip tape or surface texture that matches your environment. In humid conditions, a tacky surface offers better stability than smooth polymer. Warm-up and pre-match routine. Before every session, do 5 to 8 minutes of wrist circles, finger extensions, light squeezes, and 10 dry fire holds. This prevents early fatigue and primes coordination. Technical corrections. Use SCAT or Noctel to analyze the hold pattern. Look for uneven traces. Practice 5-shot hold release drills. Aim, hold for 10 seconds, and release the trigger without firing. Conduct match simulations using different weights attached to the pistol front and note group variations. Record metrics like grip strength, kilogram, hold time, SCAT RMS, and perceived effort, 1 to 10. Over time, see how changes in balance influence performance. Mental remedies. Reset routine after every bad shot. Deep exhale, unclench fingers, and visualize steady hold. Use positive cue words like smooth and steady before every series. Add visualization of weightless control before each training session. Journal feelings of tension, control, and steadiness daily to recognize progress patterns. Small, legal equipment adjustments. You can shift or remove balance weights safely. After every change, perform 50 dry fire repetitions and 30 live shots before judging the difference. If available, consult your gunsmith for precise weight placement and test feedback. Progressive drills and workouts. For beginners, home level, squeeze ball and hold for 20 seconds, 10 reps daily. Shadow aiming with an empty pistol for 3 to 5 minutes to improve endurance. Practice holding position in front of mirror, check wrist angle and posture. Include opposite hand and forearm training to improve symmetry. For intermediate shooters, range level, 10 by 10 dry fire series focusing on grip pressure awareness. Alternate between heavy and standard pistol to adapt muscles. Add static holds at full extension for 15 to 20 seconds to build endurance. Maintain a progress log for grip strength and shot stability. For advanced and elite shooters, combine SCAT trace training with 1 to 2 kilograms wrist weight warm-ups. Include core and shoulder stability workouts like planks and rotational drills. Record and compare hold patterns before and after pistol adjustments. Expect visible endurance improvements within 4 weeks and measurable performance gains by 8 to 12 weeks of consistent work. For coaches, observe the shooter's finger tremor during hold, not during trigger break. Use hand dynamometer tests periodically. Collaborate with gunsmiths to evaluate grip design and trigger reach. For junior shooters, ensure parental support and supervised strength training using light resistance bands and bodyweight drills. Bilateral training. Train both arms, not just the shooting hand. Balanced neuromuscular training improves coordination and reduces fatigue. Under current ISSF air pistol rules, maximum weight is 1,500 grams, but even within this limit, small adjustments change control dramatically. Heavier front sections are legal but increase wrist torque. Adjustable grips and balance weights allow fine-tuning within rules. Use them wisely. No mechanical aid like forearm support is allowed, so balance mastery must be natural. Always perform post-modification safety checks to ensure pistol remains compliant. A young shooter named Rohan struggled to cross 565. His grip strength test showed only 22 kilograms on his shooting hand, too low for his 1470G pistol. After reducing pistol weight by 80 grams and doing daily grip workouts for 3 weeks, his hold steadied, and SCAT showed smoother traces. Within 1 month, he shot 577, proof that sometimes, it is not your trigger or mind, it is your match between strength and setup. To visualize this, compare SCAT traces of a balanced pistol versus an unbalanced one. The unbalanced version shows vertical oscillations and frequent drops just before triggering, while the balanced one reveals tighter, smoother blue zones indicating control. Once a senior coach told me, never fight your pistol. If it feels heavy, it is trying to teach you that skill must grow before your ego does. Every pistol should feel like an extension of your hand, not an opponent to wrestle with. So ask yourself, does your pistol feel like part of you or something you are constantly trying to control? Have you ever faced this issue of imbalance or fatigue in long matches? What changes helped you the most? Comment your experience and let us discuss how you tuned your pistol to perfection. Like this post if you found it helpful, and share it with your shooter friends who might be struggling with pistol balance. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Horizon Shooting Sports for